Well, first of all, we have Wargaming has updated their development blog. Welcome to the improved development blog. They say it's improved, clear presentation of news, make it easier to navigate, yada 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 yada. They say it's supposed to be easier and greater and all of this, but I mean, this very much feels like a mobile UI. Because, like, what's with all the empty space? And I like the being able to, like, tick some boxes here. But, like, I feel like you could have just searched for this before. And big issue is the search sucks now. Because in the past, when you search for, let's say, I looked for Öland, it would show me a preview, like of what they changed in each devlog. Like it would highlight the part of the devlog where the keyword is being mentioned, and it would say like changes to Öland, yada yada yada. So you would see a preview here, and then you could go and click the devlog you were looking for. But they've removed that, so now if I want to find a devlog where, let's say, they buffed the guns, I can't just browse and find it quickly, but I have to click find Öland. Okay, it's not this one, and then I have to go back, and then I have to click, and then I basically have to look for it to find the one, instead of just having the search function here. This is the one where they buffed the reload. Like, instead of them just showing the preview. So I kind of hate that they removed the preview. I kind of hate that they removed the preview part, because I really like that. I thought the search function was much better in the old development blog. I guess this one looks more modern and snazzy, but I'm not sure, does devlog need to look modern and snazzy? I mean, it's supposed to convey information, but they've kind of moved over from making development blogs less be devlogs and more be like patch previews. So, I guess that's part of it. Thank you, Alangu. Thank you, Alangu, for the 66 months. Half the screen is empty? Yeah, I don't like it either. It's basically style over substance. I mean, it probably looks great on a phone or some shit, because it looks like it's perfectly phone sized, and you have basically almost pressable buttons. But yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm not sold. I'm not really sold. Anyway, first development blog. Close test 14.9 changes the test chips. Based on testing results, we're applying changes to, what are we applying changes to? Narai, Commandante Agir, Bliskowitz 52, and Ocean. I wonder if they're nerfing the ship again. Narai, HA shell parameters changed, nerfed. AP nerfed. Okay, so guns nerfed across the board. Agir nerfed. HE nerfed in every way, and AP nerfed in every way. Combat instructions. Progress increased. Removes progress condition based on destroying enemy ships. Added new progress condition based on main battery shell hits. Combat instruction now fills by 1% for each main battery shell hit. Okay, so I guess getting kills was either too difficult or too easy. Wasn't this the one where if you got if you get the F key, your ship becomes like a giga monster? So if you got a kill, your ship became like a giga monster, and then you could chain another kill and so forth. So I guess they're changing this to this instead. So you don't actually need to kill it. It's gonna be hard to like get you're gonna get it, and then you're gonna probably get a kill, but then you're gonna struggle to recharge it again, because you need, well, 100 hits basically. So I guess this is effectively a nerf to the aggressive gameplay. Yeah, it was 75% main battery reload. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like your ship became a monster. So they nerfed the concept of pushing in, get a kill, and then your ship becomes a monster, and then you get another kill, and it becomes a monster again. And now it's like, I guess, more farm oriented again. Because there's no point trying to push in, because 1 per shell hit, and without the F key or reload, it takes ages. So I think this one became a more passive ship again. This got nerfed again, bro. How many times have they nerfed this thing? Holy shit. I swear, every time I see this thing in devlogs, it's getting nerfed. Ocean, oh, of course, Ocean does get buffed, of course. We need more. New carrier needs some buffs though. The torps need to hit harder, and they need to have shorter fuse starving time. 4.25 seconds. Wargaming, who do you think enjoys having the torpedoes arm in 4 seconds when they're dropped on your broadside? All this does is mitigate your counterplay. I know that's intentional, but it fucking sucks for surface ships, man. And the worst part is when they do shit like that, like arming time, it's like ships that handle like gods, like Libertad, are basically unaffected. But then ships that handle poorly, aka the older ships, like Montanas and Yamatos and all of these, and GKs, they just get power crept even harder. Because they eat the full torpedo set, whereas all these new broken battleships eat nothing. It just, the way they balance increases existing power creep even further. Dude, I saw that CB nuke GK from full health with the torpedo squadron. Yeah, of course, because like any ships that handle poorly are going to get absolutely annihilated. It's the same thing with the S6 torpedoes. They're completely broken against old ships. They're completely busted against old ships. They're so overpowered. Like, they're like old RTS torpedo bombers, except you can drop like 3 or 4 times or some shit. It's like, what the fuck? They're completely obscene. Okay. Now to the probably most interesting development blog. Here we go. Jesus. Bro. You see that thing right there? Like, that's right there. That right there is a fucking missile. Oh boy. Oh boy. That right there is a fucking... What is that? That looks like a tomahawk. Yeah. Fucking tomahawk. Okay. Closest 14.10. Temporal Rift, Black Friday, and more. Today we'll be covering what you can expect to see in update 14.10. Temporal Rift. First up is Temporal Rift, a new temporary battle type with unique attack and defense gameplay. Temporal Rift will be a sci-fi what-if style event where some advanced technologies are brought to the past using time travel. The event will run through update 14.10 with 2 consecutive operations, Shatter Time and Rift Watch, and continue for 2 more weeks in update 14.11, during which the operations will rotate. Let's see what the Chrono Distortions brought us in this event, which feature both familiar and new mechanics and is full of dynamic battles. Okay, isn't World of Warships already full of what if ships? Yeah, it's full of let's imagine. It's full of let's imagine ships, man. Oh yeah, that devblog site looks atrocious on a 1440p monitor. Yeah, I feel like this is mobile phone designed or something. There's so much like empty unused space. It's whatever. Operations. You'll face off in a 9-player battles against waves of bots on a very large map, similar in size to the ones used in Key Battle and Big Hunt. Your team must capture the enemy base, but first you need to advance through 2 lines of defense, each containing 3 key areas. Each line unlocks sequentially when your team captures a set number of key areas. Capturing a key area weakens the enemy base facilities, artillery force, repair ships, and aircraft carriers, making the final push easier. Even capturing a single area but losing a line will make the last battle slightly easier. Okay. In Rift Watch, the roles are reversed. Players will have access to all the base bonuses and must defend both the base and the key areas against bot attackers. Operations will use a respawn mechanic similar to Unbreakable Line with a few changes. Respawn sectors move forward after each captured line, and you can choose where to respawn. Interesting. You receive standard respawn buffs, speed, acceleration, maneuverability, and concealment, plus all consumables and armament, including torps, are fully replenished. Wait, you fully reload your torps? Huh? That's new. They didn't use it. It used to go on cooldown. For the duration of the event, you will receive special rental ships designed for faster shootouts. These feature enhanced accuracy, flatter ballistics, more frequent damage on hit, and others. Economic bonuses cannot be used, but you can mount signals on the event ships. Missile armament. Okay, missiles armament even. Incoming. Missile weapons will be available exclusively in Temporal Rift aboard event ships. Okay, just so we start by getting the obvious part out of the way, this is clearly a test bed for future ships. This is how they always do. They make a funny special event and they test things there, and then half a year later, they're added as part of the game. Key example, submarines. And they always get this idea that, for example, they thought, because people enjoyed the subs in the Halloween event, they were like, hey, people like subs in Halloween event, surely people will love subs in the actual game. And then it turns into a complete shit show. Because in the Halloween events, the subs were fighting bots, whereas in PvP, the subs are killing other players, and it fucking sucks to play against. So they never really think that far ahead. They tested minefields and didn't make it into the game. That's fair. It did make it into the game on Lesta though. So it's usually if they put development time into making something like this, they want to squeeze it into the game. Missile weapons will be available exclusively in Temporal Rift aboard event ships. Here's how they work. Each ship has a limited number of missiles, which replenishes upon respawn. Okay, only on respawning. Targeting is simple. Designate an area on the map and fire. The missile will handle the rest. As it approaches the target area, the missile scans for enemies. If an enemy is detected, it locks on and homes in automatically. Like torpedoes, missiles are undetected for some time. You will receive a warning when they are nearby. Use the missile defense system, a manual rechargeable armament, to scan a cone near your ship and reveal undetected missiles. Once detected, the missile is automatically engaged by your ship's defense system, similar to AA guns. Alternatively, you can attempt to evade it, though that will not be easy. Wait, this is literally the World of Warships Legends missiles, isn't it? This is straight up the World of Warships Legends missiles. Yo, this is like straight up these. Wait, oh, loud.
Captain,
it's straight up the. It's this.
Seas started to boil. Want to join the action?
They had drone ships as well.
And dominate. There are two characters that can help you with that.
Oh yeah, animated Booba commanders. We don't get that. Man, we get the worst parts. We don't get the animated Booba commanders from Legends, but we do get fucking missiles.
In the current state of the world, she's only pursuing it part-time while leading a gang.
We end up losing hard.
Another one bites the dust.
Her destroyer, Riotous, and missiles.
Yeah, here's the missile. Look.
Tool set to attack from afar and stay hidden. But even if you get spotted, the steam engine boost and repair party consumables are there to help you make a swift escape and recover. She doesn't have guns you can control, only secondaries.
Okay, that's different, but let's show the missile.
Launched at short range.
Here we go.
Missiles can't be launched at short range. Let me give you a quick guide on how to use missiles. You designate an area, and the missile
knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't.
The missile will automatically lock on to any targets unlucky enough to be there when it arrives.
This is literally this.
Missiles are not smart enough to avoid obstacles in their way, so plan your shot carefully. There are only two things that'll help you to avoid a missile: luck and the missile defense consumable.
The missile defense is consumable.
Its action time is short, so hit it when the missiles are getting close. Okay, moving on to the next character.
Yeah, so they literally they're copying the World of Warships Legends setup, but we don't get any of the cool commanders like this one, Chen.
Too cool to engage in trivial. I can connect you with the owner of one.
Look,
Ida Singler. Ida,
World of Warships Legends is much more gooner than World of Warships is.
Too cool to engage.
But we get all the we get the missiles from it though. But this is like everything that they described here is exactly what they're running in World of Warships Legends. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna play exactly like what we just saw. It's gonna play exactly like that. Completing secondary tasks grants stars that allow you to progress through the event line, similar to the In the Name of Tomorrow event. Progression provides valuable rewards, 3 new themed flags, we'll reveal them later, and event tokens which can use to purchase upgrades for the event ships. Some upgrades offer simple bonuses like increased speed, while others let you customize ships for specific playstyles by improving certain parameters at the cost of others. You want to emphasize your fire starting, you can install upgrade that increases fire chance, yada yada. Okay. So you can unlock more event ships. Fair enough. Temporal Rift will be the first event to introduce unassigned commanders. Based on how well this feature performs, we may continue to expand it in the game in the future. This is the commanders we get. Man, what a downgrade. What a downgrade compared. These new 10 skill point commanders include Commander Jonah Lee, with individual voiceover, Admiral Wolfgang, Crow, Saber, and Dr. Marcus Steele. They do not belong to any nation until you assign them to a ship. Okay. You cannot change a commander's nation after assignment. Okay, fair enough. So we get the pretty lethal version of because like the World of Warships Legends had like a proper full event dedicated to all the missiles, and they had drone ships and like all of this. This is pretty little compared to what we get. Black Friday 2025. The Lucian B Dockyard will kick off Black Friday activities in update 14.9, but the main event takes place in update 14.10 and updates in continues into 14.11. Black Friday is the perfect time to expand your fleet with exclusive ships. This year, exclusive new Black Friday ships are joining the roster. Puerto Rico B, dog shit. Rhode Island. Holy fuck, they're putting Rhode Island into the containers? Rhode Island is fucking insane. I mean, the average BB monkey has no idea how to play this thing because it actually has like matchable armor. But if you're even semi-competent at the game, Rhode Island is fucking insane. It's a ridiculously strong battleship, and it used to be only available for money, so it was like purely pay to win. Now it's available for a different kind of money, I guess. I mean, it hasn't changed much. But the more fucking Rhode Island being added, it's pretty oof. Nurse Shimi B, that's pretty dog. Carl Johan, again, if you already have Carl Johan, why would you want Carl Johan B? She'll be oof. So basically, a lot of mediocre, well, I guess if you don't have a Carl Johan, it might be okay. But a lot of questionable, and then one obviously super strong ship. Why a coal ship as a B version? To pad the drops. To pad the drops, that's what it is. Basically to give you more shit you can get. Shield, Carl Johan, Mr. Shimi, Rhode Island B, and Puerto Rico. Yeah. I mean, ultimately this is just a lot of padding because everyone wants the Rhode Island. That's the real good reward. Is Puerto Rico really that's dog shit? Yeah, Puerto Rico is absolute fucking trash. It's one of the worst fucking tier 10 cruisers, if you ask me. The issue is you have battleship dispersion. You have battleship dispersion. Not even battle cruiser. Battleship dispersion on a cruiser. It's fucking horrendous. 2 new black containers. One of the key features of the event will also be available with the chance to drop one of the black ships, including some of the newcomers. Fair enough. Oh. 0.4% chance to get a black ship. And then it will be one of how many? Jesus, that's a lot of fucking drops. God damn. So the standard one, you're most likely going to end up with Elite Commander. Wow. Elite Commander XP. 18k, that's trash. Premium container. What's the drop rate here? 12%. I mean, it's better, but eesh. You're still more likely to get XP or this. If you already own all the ships that can be obtained from this container, you will instead 2.5k dubs. That's it? Sheesh, that's dog. Puerto Rico is one of my fav ships. I'm sorry, but you're brain damaged then, Takomaru. There's nothing to like about Puerto Rico, except the fact that it basically can't be Citadel. That's the only thing. The ship doesn't do any damage. That's his problem. A special bundle with almost all new content. Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, and Colony will be available for real money or doubloons. This is the only way to get Puerto Rico B. Special bundle. Wait, they're stacking these into the same bundle. So people who want Puerto Rico or Rhode Island have to pay for Nostoshimi and Carl Johan B. So it's gonna be some fucking insanely priced bundle. Man, it's gonna be a 4-ship fucking bundle with 2 tier 10 ships. Holy fuck, that's gonna be some completely absurd pricing on that bundle. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be fucking bonkers, isn't it? Players who already own any of the ships will receive doubloon compensation. I bet it's gonna be really high, the doubloon. Only Puerto Rico B, huh? What do you mean only Puerto Rico B? What are you talking about? A special bundle with almost all the new content, Puerto Rico B, Rhode Island B, Nostoshimi B, and Carl Johan B will be available. What are you talking about? Okay. True. Rhode Island and some black ships will be available in the armory and inside black. Okay. Wait, Rhode Island B will be available in the armor. I wonder what they're gonna ask for. They're gonna sell Rhode Island directly. Well, that's gonna make this one only for the whales who are dumb enough to pay for Puerto Rico. Shilby will be available exclusively at the end of the sequential bundle chain. What the fuck? Alaska Massa Shan will be purchasable with real money. Smolensk will be available via auction for doubloons. Jesus. Standard Black Friday containers with Rhode Island, Extra Color, some bro. It's like 50 different ways to gamble. So there's the container gamble, there's the bundles, there's the buy them separately, there's the sequential bundle, there's the blind auction, there's a event pass. Holy fuck, the fucking monetization they do for god damn, holy fuck. Black Friday Squadron. A visual tracker for pairs of ships you own. The original is black. Helps you track which of our traditional black company with the blues. Okay, full pair missions, fair enough. Assisted in destruction. This is finally, this is very nice. Basically, you get assists now. So, if you don't, not kills, but assists. You will receive this ribbon if you didn't deliver the final blow to the destroyed ship, but met the following criteria. You significantly contributed to the destruction of the ship. Thresholds will be shared later after testing. Your contribution includes one or more of the following: directly dealing damage, providing spotting damage, forcing the enemy to use damage control by causing fire, flood, ping, or module damage, followed by fire or flooding damage while the consumer wasn't cooldown. Okay, first of all, spotting and pinging. So subs are gonna get 5,000 base XP in the future because people DCP their fucking ping and the sub sits there spotting. So subs are gonna get basically 1 trillion base XP in the future. That's very good. We're gonna see about 50 assists per ship because they're gonna kill their own team as well. They're gonna kill everything that lives. God bless. Multiple players can receive this ribbon for the same ship if the contribution meets the requirements. Sure. Salvage for victory, Bliska 52. Okay, I'm gonna be real. The only thing I've heard about the Bliska 52 is it's basically been in every devblog since they announced that, and it's always been nerfed. That's the only thing I've heard about it. Constantly nerfed. Salvage sucks dick, of course. It's one of the most horrendously monetized features that Wargaming has invented, which is funny considering how many horrendous monetization methods Wargaming has invented. Salvage for victory being one of the worst is kind of impressive. But hey, at least you have something to spend your coal on. Because Wargaming has effectively made your coal the most useless currency you can own, so you can dump it all in Salvage for victory to pretend to be useful. We'll honor Poland's National Independence Day by monetizing it, and Polish Navy Day with special activities. The highlight is the Salvage for Victory event in the armory. You can exchange resources including steel research points. They're not mentioning coal. And a limited number of premium days and elite command. Wait. You can exchange resources, including steel research points and a limited number of premium days and elite commander. Wait, wait, you can't even use coal? Oh, my, they really don't want you to. They really want to make coal completely irrelevant. Holy fuck! You can't even fucking use coal on it, because last time there was Salvage for Victory, everyone dumped all their coal into it, because like coal is so fucking useless. Wargaming aren't releasing any new coal ships anymore. They just stopped. They haven't announced anything, but obviously they've just stopped, and everyone has all the ships, coal ships that are basically available. So now they don't even let you spend it on anything. Holy fuck. Make sure you spend coal on just buying signals. I'm gonna stop using credits and just gonna use fucking coal on everything I can, because it's clear that coal has become dog shit, like mega dog shit. You can also obtain the rare Bliska 44 along with aura farming permanent camos. Aura. Are they trying to be cool again? They are showing... Wait. Hold up. They're showing this in-game. They're showing this in combat. Would this be the first time... Wait. How does that work? Because if they're showing this in-game, this is crew on ships. And this is something they've avoided. They've avoided putting any humans on deck of any ships in combat, because it instantly affects the rating of the game. That's it. Animated naval officers will appear in port and briefly at the start of a battle. Briefly at the start. So I'm gonna assume he disappears as soon as the battle actually starts. So it's not gonna be there during actual combat. It's literally just gonna be probably a loading screen or something? Or like very start. Because the big issue here is it just T-posing? Why does it look like he's just T-posing? But like, I don't think you can show... You're not going to be able to showcase this to anyone, because I think they can't have this, because it fucks with the rating of the game. That's why there's no crew on the ships. I'm curious how lethal this will be, because it's going to have to be extremely brief. Probably like right as soon as the battle starts, and then it despawns, because carriers can strike you within 1 minute in spawn. So if a ship sinks with crew on it, there goes your rating. You can earn the new Polska Wycinanka. Okay, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Permanent camo for free by completing special combat mission using a Bliska 44, Orkan, or Grom. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Small gift for devblog readers. 1 more signal container, as well as 40 progress points. Yo, go hit that code up right now, chat. While we present you all the features coming up, update 14.1 is still available on a live server. Okay. Content additions. Commander Aristotle with an individual voiceover, single dog patch. 3 new ships based on existing models will be added to the game. Uvesen, based on Småland. Petropavlovsk, based on Petropavlovsk. Wahnsinn, based on Zieten. Wahnsinn is insanity in German. Wait, hold on. This is... Wait, this is... yeah, that fucking World of Warships Legends thing I showed. It's literally these. Uvesen is literally this ship. This is her ship. Look.
Smashed! Another one bites the dust.
Look.
Her destroyer, Riotous, is a stealthy force of chaos.
It's literally
It's armed with torpedoes and missiles.
It's literally this
With a
ship.
tool set to attack from afar and stay hidden. But even if you get spotted, the steam engine boost and
Yeah.
repair party.
It's literally this ship. It's literally this ship. So they copy pasted that. Am I gonna assume they copy pasted the Petra as well? Yeah, they did.
He's doing all this aboard his cruiser. Okay, I can't.
Yeah,
pronounce
they
that.
copied everything.
That looks like some prop
So the ones in the booba chick?
dingler. Ida, a descendant of a distinguished line of
Yeah,
that
so
truly matters.
this one is
But I got other things to do right now.
so it's we're reached the stage where we're copying 6-month-old World of Warships Legends content. How old was this actually? This was March. Yeah, 6 months old. Was that my? I think that was my old music. Jeez. Yeah. So this is. Oh no, it was Danny. I was like, what the hell was that song? Music. It was the sound. Jesus. So this is all like World of Warships Legends copy, but we don't even get the full content, chat. We don't get the full content because they actually had like a whole new map. They had a whole new event. Like
She's only
they had this whole map and they had drones and all sorts of shit. So we don't actually get the full. We just get bits and pieces copy pasted from it. Fuck the map. Yeah, it was a Rogue Wave that was copied. It was a Rogue Wave that they copied and I think changed a bit. So this is all copy. Okay. The upcoming French tier 10 submarine cruise Surkov will receive a spotting aircraft consumable and a new animation showing its launch from the water surface as she does not have a catapult or flight deck. Wait. Of course. Spotting aircraft submarine. Can I get a spotting aircraft on my destroyers as well? That would be really nice. See, then I could smoke up and my spotter plane would spot for me while I sit in my smoke. It had it in reality? Yes, I know a lot of the things Surkov had in reality, but you do realize Surkov was also a clunky piece of shit in reality. Like, it took, like, how long did it take them to get the gun ready to shoot after they surfaced? It was something like half an hour. And also deploying the plane took fucking ages because it was stored at the back of the ship and they had to assemble it and then lift it over the side into the water before the plane could take off from the water. Like, just because it had it doesn't mean it needs to have it in World of Warships as well, man. Because in World of Warships, it's gonna be like you press a button and you instantly spawn a fucking plane. Oh, yeah.